Hello guys, Colonel Ninny here.
In this mission we're going to do a standard multiplayer bombing run in the BF-109G. Our target today is the bridge at 1515.3. We'll taxi out and take off on runway 27, which goes to the west, and we'll circle around and come onto our heading towards the target of northeast. Navigation to and from the target today will be simple, as there are many easily identifiable landmarks to look at. And so we don't pull out in front of somebody who's landing. We need to do a good check to make sure that there's no traffic. We trim for takeoff, take the time, and off we go. We raise the gear and set the speed and do a left turn towards our northeasterly heading. Notice the heading coming around to northeast. Try to get the airfield right behind you as you set your heading. And once we're headed in the right direction, we can start looking around for landmarks and identify them on the map. We're flying parallel to a river, and up ahead on the right is a small town. With our heading set and the runway behind us, it's easy for us to identify exactly which town that is. And you'll also note there's a factory complex which could be a target off to the left of it. The next landmark we're looking for is a small bridge to the left of our track. With that positively identified, we check the time and check the heading. So what landmark are we looking for next? What's that river up ahead? Is that it? And sometimes it's just easier to use the third-person view to navigate. So we can identify this town. It also means we should be able to see the target by now. We can see the river, but where are we on that river? We can positively identify this fork in the river, which means we're just to the south of our target. And there it is. So now we'll take a good look at it and make sure there's no anti-aircraft or other obstacles that we have to worry about. There is no anti-aircraft, but there are 3 small bunkers. These are storage bunkers in the game, and are also a viable target. I have been scanning to look for enemy aircraft all the way to the target. And before I start my bombing run, I want to have one last good look around to make sure it's safe for me to make the attack. I plan to come in for the bomb run from the east. This means that my energy that I build up in the dive is going to carry me to the west towards my home airfield. Notice I'm trimming nose up for the dive. As the target is long, I don't have to worry about my speed so much because I can drop the bombs anywhere along its span. So I allow the speed to build up to about 500. And release. Climb away and have a look to see if I hit the target. 4 direct hits. So set the heading to the southwest to get home and get going. Don't get complacent, keep checking for enemy aircraft. Can you identify these terrain features on the map? And now up ahead, just to the right of the town, we can see the airfield. In combat, we always plan to be on the ground as quickly as possible so we can rearm and refuel and get back at it again. So I'm not going to get into the circuit, I'm going to do a straight-in approach, which means I have to plan my speed reduction from 550 down to 200 and do it just right. So it's gear down, then flaps down, trim, it will take 30 to 40 seconds to lower your flaps all the way. And for this approach I'm going to keep the power on just to make sure I can get above the houses on the approach. And the whole mission took less than 14 minutes from start to finish. So 14 minutes at 6 liters per minute. How much fuel do you need? Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
If you've enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like it or subscribe. Or if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, please